Find a comfortable position. Allow your body to settle. Feel the support beneath you, the chair, the floor, the earth itself holding you effortlessly. Take a slow, gentle breath in and release it with a long, easy exhale. Again, breathing in and breathing out. With every breath, allow the busyness of the day to soften. There's nowhere else you need to be, nothing you need to accomplish. This is simply a time to come home to yourself. As your breathing settles into its own natural rhythm, imagine that you're standing at the edge of a beautiful landscape at sunrise. The first light of dawn is just beginning to color the horizon. The air is warm. The world is quiet. There's a feeling that something new is awakening. You begin walking toward the rising sun, not because you have to, not because someone expects you to, but because something deep within you recognizes this light. It feels familiar. It feels like home. This is the season of Leo, the season of the heart, the season that reminds us that every soul carries its own unique light, not a light that competes with anyone else's, not a light that has to prove its worth, simply a light that exists because it was created to exist. Just as every flower blooms differently, every bird sings its own song, every star shines with its own brilliance, so do you. As you continue walking, you notice that the path leads into a magnificent golden meadow. Wildflowers sway gently in the breeze. Butterflies drift effortlessly through the air. Everything here seems completely comfortable being exactly what it is. The oak tree isn't trying to become a rose. The river isn't trying to become the wind. Each expression of life is beautiful precisely because it's uniquely itself. You begin to wonder, what would it feel like to allow yourself the same freedom? As you walk farther into the meadow, you notice a magnificent lion resting peacefully beneath a broad tree. Its presence is unmistakable, strong, calm, radiant. Yet there's nothing aggressive about it. The lion has no need to convince anyone of its strength. Its confidence comes not from dominance, but from deep self-acceptance. As you approach, the lion slowly opens its eyes and looks at you with extraordinary kindness. You feel completely safe, completely seen. The lion seems to recognize something within you that perhaps you have forgotten. It sees your gifts, your tenderness, your creativity, your resilience, the parts of you that have survived, the parts that keep hoping, the parts that long to express themselves more fully. Without speaking aloud, the lion asks, what part of you has been waiting to come into the light? Allow whatever arises to simply appear. Maybe it's a dream. a creative gift, a longing, a truth you've been afraid to speak, a part of yourself that you've kept hidden because it once felt safer not to shine. There's nothing to force, nothing to analyze. Simply notice. Now the lion asks another question. What has made shining feel unsafe? Maybe memories surface, maybe only feelings. Maybe you've worried about being judged, criticized, rejected. Too much, not enough. Too visible, or somehow invisible. Notice whatever appears with gentle compassion. These fears didn't arise because something is wrong with you. They arose because somewhere along the way, your nervous system learned that hiding sometimes felt safer than being fully seen. Offer gratitude to those protective parts. They've worked hard to keep you safe. You don't need to push them away. Simply tell them, "Thank you for protecting me. You no longer have to carry this burden alone. We can move forward together." The lion now rises and begins walking beside you. Together, you arrive at a beautiful pool of still water. The surface reflects the morning sky like polished glass. As you gaze into the water, you don't see only your appearance. You begin seeing your deeper self. You see moments of courage, moments of kindness, times you kept going when no one knew how difficult life felt, times you chose compassion instead of bitterness, times you created beauty, times you offered comfort, times your presence quietly changed someone else's life. Your light has never been absent. Sometimes it simply became difficult for you to see. As you continue looking into the water, something begins glowing gently inside your chest. A warm, golden light. It isn't dazzling. It isn't loud. It doesn't demand attention. It simply radiates from your heart. This light represents your authentic essence, your capacity to love, to create, to encourage, to imagine, to laugh, to heal, to become. Notice how peaceful this light feels. There's no striving here, no performance, no comparison, only authenticity. Now imagine this golden light growing just enough to surround your whole body. It becomes a warm field of gentle sunlight. Notice that it doesn't take light away from anyone else. In fact, the brighter your authentic light becomes, the easier it is for others to find permission to shine as themselves. This is the deeper invitation of Leo, not to become the center of attention, but to become centered within yourself, to allow your heart to guide your life, to create from joy rather than fear, to lead through generosity rather than control, to express yourself without needing to be larger or smaller than you truly are. Yet every archetype carries both light and shadow. As you stand within this golden field, imagine placing one hand over your heart. Silently ask yourself, where does my healthy confidence become a need for approval? Where does healthy pride become defensiveness? Where does self-expression become performance? Where does my ego try to protect me by seeking recognition, certainty, or control? Notice whatever arises without judgment. The ego isn't your enemy. Its deepest desire is usually to keep you safe. Sometimes it believes that being admired will guarantee love. Sometimes it believes perfection will prevent rejection. Sometimes it believes hiding is safer than being visible. Thank your ego for trying to protect you. Then gently remind it, I don't need to earn my worth. I don't need to become someone else to be lovable. My value is not determined by applause. My light belongs to me whether anyone notices it or not. Feel those words settling into every part of you. The lion walks beside you once more. Before leaving, it offers one final gift. A single golden ember. It places this ember gently into your heart. This, the lion seems to say, is your courage. Not courage that eliminates fear, but courage that walks with fear while remaining true to love. Feel that ember glowing warmly within you. It will remain there long after this meditation ends. Whenever you doubt yourself, whenever you hesitate, whenever you wonder if your gifts matter, place your hand over your heart and remember this ember. Remember that courage is simply the willingness to take one authentic step again and again and again. Take one slow, deep breath. Feel your heart. Feel your body. Feel the quiet strength that already lives within you. As the Leo season unfolds, may you discover that your greatest gift is not becoming someone extraordinary. It's becoming more completely yourself. May your creativity flow naturally. May your confidence arise from self-acceptance. May your heart remain open. May your light shine, not to outshine another, but to illuminate your own path and quietly inspire others to trust theirs. Take another full breath in and slowly breathe out. Begin bringing your awareness back to the room. Feel the surface supporting you. Notice the sounds around you. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes, and when you're ready, carry your quiet light with you into the rest of your day. The world doesn't need a brighter version of someone else. It needs the quiet, authentic light that only you were created to shine.